So we've got 3 piles here. Pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. Take a moment to choose your pile. Blessings, pile number 1. What messages do the spirit guides have for you today? So, pile number 1. Let's see. Right, so there's a need here for you to stay laser focused at the moment in order to eliminate any distractions around you, anything that might be taking you off your path. Focus is going to bring your inspiration back or inspire you once again. I'm really getting what the guides are saying now is that there's a need for you to revive that inner spark from within, to almost like get clear about what your path is again. Now, if you don't know, listen within, meditate, spend time by yourself, spend time in nature. This is going to help bring the answers for you and once again inspire you, because I feel inspiration is very important for you to take the next steps. You don't want to be taking those steps with a feeling of lethargy or as if you don't really want to be doing something. You need that motivation, you need that inspiration to really feel good about what you're doing, right? Yes, and then that's going to enable you to take the lead, to really move forward with the things you want to do, right? And be almost like that unstoppable force, not letting others get in your way. I'm not talking about aggressively pushing others aside, but by you being the leader, going forward in your heart's truth, what you know to be right for you, right? That's going to bring a lot of blessings to you, because then it's like life can step up to you then, which is beautiful. Part number 1. Yeah, and it's about being authentically you, right? Being true to yourself, not true to others, by being more true to others, by being more true to yourself, you're naturally more true to others, right? Because it's your authentic truth, it's your uniqueness. And what I get a sense of spirit saying here is there's so much almost that you don't even know about yourself, about how beautiful you are, just because sometimes you've been trying to fit in, trying to do what others maybe wanted you to do, and it's about really doing what you need to do, what's right for you, being that true authentic self. And then I'm showing this like a flower blossoming. It's like all these different petals start opening up and coming out of you, and it's really, really lovely, really beautiful. So take that lead and be authentic, pile number 1. And then there's going to be this harmony between giving and receiving, where things really stay in balance, where what you give to others you receive back in, you're not measuring things out, but it will just happen naturally, right? So that's lovely. Let's see if there's any more messages on that card. Yeah, there's a feeling that you have been overgiving, but it's also about you not blocking your receptivity. There's a need for you to be possibly more open in order to receive, for things to stay in balance, because I feel sometimes it's almost like there's a rigidity about you trying to protect your energy, and relaxing a bit more, being more open is just going to open those doors up a little bit more for you to receive more of what you're wanting. So remember that relaxation and openness is going to lead to more receptivity on your side, right? Yeah, slow down, right? I do get a sense of a need for you to possibly go within more, spend more time in nature, spend more time being with yourself, to listen to your authentic truth, right? That looks important for you. So speaking of slowing down, take some time with yourself. Blessings, pile number 1. This is your reading. Thank you so much. Now, pile number 2. Let's have a look at what your messages are for today. So the first card we have is, it's about divine timing, right? It's important not to look at the clock. not to look at the calendar. Of course, sometimes we need to know the time or know what date it is, but this is about trusting in the divine timing, right? So I feel as though there may be a sense of impatience where you've been waiting for something to come through, and really it's about trusting, going with the flow, trusting that things are going to work out for you at the right time, because I do get a sense of, almost a sense of impatience, right? So often they say that the opposite of anger is patience. So try and bring that patience back in, and trust that I do see something coming in for you, something you've been waiting for. Trust that that's happening, because it is happening, but flow with divine timing, right? The message is very, very clear there. Flow with divine timing, right? Beautiful. Beautiful message for you there. So have faith that that's coming in for you, but also, and be ecstatic. Yes, I wanted to mention that your first card, be ecstatic, right? So I do feel there's a need for you to just to be happy with what is at the moment. Often when we're focusing or waiting or on what we don't have, then we lose touch with all the blessings and wonders of what we do have. So I do feel for you to connect with that inner fulfillment and being ecstatic with the moment, right? Living in the present, because the present is eternal and the present is the only moment we will ever really have, right? So be in the moment and be ecstatic, be happy. So, I mean, if you see the ecstasy in this card is really beautiful. So allow that for yourself, right? Yeah, tapping into your primal power, right? I get a real earthiness here, connecting with the energies of earth, connecting with the energies of root chakra energy I'm really feeling. So that's the first chakra, but it's also so important because when the root is strong, that's when the strong tree can grow, strong flowers, strong blossoming. There's a need for you to, I feel, ground, connecting with the root chakra, spending time outdoors, really spending time with those earth energies, right? The energy of the root chakra is red, and it can be strengthened by things such as housework, organizing finances, sensual massage, oil massage, and it's governed by the legs, the genitals, all up, everything up to the lower spine from the feet. So yeah, I do feel you connecting more with that root chakra, that primal power, which is where so much power is going to be activated within you, and really grounding that energy so that you can blossom. Because with it, if you see the energy of this card, this ecstatic, it's almost as if the energies, even as I'm saying it, I can feel energies going all over the place. So there's a real need for you to stay strong and grounded. Yes, ecstatic. Yes, expressing all of these different parts of yourself, but also being very strong, very grounded, right? Beautiful. Oh, it's so beautiful. You got the offering card, right? So I do feel as though there's an offer coming in for you, one that almost exceeds all your expectations, right? Exceeds all your expectations. It's like a dream come true, and I feel it's very much coming from the energy that you're giving out. So that's lovely, right? I mean, if you see there, she's in the mode of receptivity, right? And it's lovely. She receives this beautiful offering, almost coming from the divine. I really feel this is going to be an offer that's like one that dreams are made of, right? So that's really beautiful. Now I just want to have a look at your final card, final messages. Play. Oh, that's so lovely. So take things lightly. With a light heart, we can go through everything, and I do feel just taking some time out, playing, relaxing, having fun with friends, that's really going to serve you right now. Oh, bless you. Blessings, beautiful pile number 2. That's your reading. Thank you so much. And blessings, part number 3. Let's have a look at what messages the spirit guides have for you today. So, yeah, I feel that you've been pushing and you're in need of a break, in need of a rest, in need to recharge. I know that's easier said than done, but I do feel that by really carving out that time for you to properly rest and replenish, you're going to be able to give so much more in such a beautiful way, and this is important to you. I do feel that you're quite hard on yourself. You're possibly harder on yourself than anyone else is on you, right? You have very high standards, which again is beautiful, but there's a real need for you to rest here. Really, it's about you taking that time out, right? Really resting, recharging, replenishing. So if you see the message on this card, retreat and recharge, right? And look how beautiful she is there doing that. So do that for yourself. Beautiful. Pile number 3. Surrender and trust. Yes, there's so much that we can do, and then there's so much we have to leave that's up to the universe, right? It's like we can do this much and we can do our part, but then it's very much about being in the energy of receptivity and openness and allowing the universe to do its part. So I do feel there's a need for you not to push yourself so hard, but allow and surrender and trust the universe to bring you your gifts, to bring you your divine blessings, right? To bring you what's right for you. So there's a need of maybe not so much controlling, not so much micromanaging on your part, but surrendering and trusting, right? That can sometimes be more challenging than anything else. Sometimes it's easier to control and micromanage. But I feel at the moment it's very much about you surrendering and trusting. Beautiful. Part number 3. Choreograph. Yes, so this is very much about you seeing the bigger picture of things, right? Seeing the bigger picture and allowing certain things to fall in place. Viewing things more like a dance, more like choreography. So you may be, right, I want the universe to do this and that. I want this and that to come into my life, but that doesn't mean you force yourself to go after it. You also need to allow things to fall into place for you, right? Yes, and I do get a sense that some kind of giving to you time, right? To do that every day, whether it's dancing, whether it's yoga, whether it's meditating, Tai Chi, a creative project such as art, but something that fulfills your desires, right? Something that's not about anything else or tasks that you need to complete, but it's just about you to surrender to that beautiful sacred space within yourself, right? So if you can do that every day, that's going to make a huge difference for you, where you feel more relaxed, recharged and replenished, right? Which is, if we remember, this is the very important message coming through with this card, right? For you to recharge and replenish. And honestly, it's just because I really get the feeling with you that you've been over-giving, over being hard on yourself, overdoing in a sense. So remember, there always needs to be that beautiful balance between being and doing, right? Yeah, I mean, you've got so many gifts that you're bringing down, and many of these gifts have come from your ancestors, and they go way, way, way back in your lineage. So honor your lineage, right? With respect, bringing that to others now. And celebrate yourself. Celebrate everything you've achieved so far. That's going to help you relax and honor yourself more. When you, rather than trying to do and achieve more, you recognize what you've already done and already achieved. Blessings, my beautiful part number 3. That's your reading.